Have we reached the tipping point in EU-Israel ties? For the first time, the European Union is reviewing the agreement that governs its trade and political relations with Israel over its aid blockade and its war conduct in Gaza. It's thin on concrete consequences, but the move is a diplomatic turning point for Europe. The review was first requested by two EU member states, Spain and Ireland, back in February 2024. They argued that Israel was likely breaching human rights clauses in the deal. Back then, it was a hard no from most other EU members, but now that's changed.
The situation in Gaza is catastrophic. The aid that Israel has allowed in is, of course, welcomed, but it's a drop in the ocean. There is a strong majority in favor of review of Article 2 of our association agreement with Israel. So we will launch this exercise, and in the meantime, it is up to Israel to unblock the humanitarian aid.
You might have heard that the US is the only power with any real leverage over Israel, but on paper at least, that's not true. The European Union is Israel's biggest trading partner, and for more than a year now, watchdogs like Amnesty and Human Rights Watch have been demanding that the bloc wield that potential influence not only by reviewing trade ties, but by suspending all or parts of the EU-Israel deal. At this stage, that's very unlikely. There's no timeline on the EU's review, and ongoing internal divisions mean any further EU action will be fraught with difficulty. Germany has been critical of Israel's aid blockade, but it's not in favour of the move to review the EU pact, and neither are some other EU member states, including Hungary. Still, the review adds to growing Western diplomatic pressure on Benjamin Netanyahu's government. The UK has halted free trade talks with Israel and is considering sanctioning some Israeli ministers. France, meanwhile, is mulling following the likes of Norway, Spain and Ireland in recognising Palestinian statehood. But rights groups say this is all too little too late as the civilian death toll mounts in Gaza. For its part, the Israeli government says it completely rejects the EU's statements, arguing they reflect a total misunderstanding of the complex reality Israel faces, and warning this will only prolong the war by encouraging Hamas, which is classed as a terrorist group by the EU, to stick to its guns.